I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Sorry, this film was out there. Thank you once again to another video. This is another paid request, this time from Jordon. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, commentaries, reviews, re-reviews, randomness, out of the blueness, pretty much any type of video, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for a film called The Lodge from 2019. Now, it's a slow burn movie. The company that released this was actually Hammer. So it's interesting, it's technically a Hammer horror film. And I will say this to me, it's not an A24 film, but this, for me, did what those A24 films like Hereditary and Midsommar wanted to do. And I thought, for the most part, while there are some questionable logistics, the story won out for me. I did like the atmosphere. I thought it was well directed. And I thought it was kind of a creepy flick. I did not mind the performances. And granted, other than some logic jumps, I didn't mind it. Like, to me, fuck Hereditary, fuck Midsommar. I'll say it for those who don't hear. If you like those films, that's cool. But for me, hashtag fuck Hereditary, hashtag fuck Midsommar. That director, hashtag fuck him. The Lodge, though, I like the slow build in this film. I thought the atmosphere actually worked rather well in establishing grief, hostility, in a way vengeance, and in a weird way comeuppance. You reap what you sow, so to speak. Riley Keough as the lead girl, I felt sorry for her. The setup is, you have these two kids, boy and a girl. The older boy, I recognized, he was one of the lead kids in the new Stephen King's It. And they're with their mom, played by Alicia Silverstone. I'm like, I didn't know she was in this. From Clueless, Batman and Robin, among others, The Crush from back in the day. She's the mom. Mom and dad are separated. The dad wants to finalize the divorce. Certain things happen. Certain tragic moments happen. And then it's some months later, and the kids are to spend Christmas with their dad, as well as the dad's girlfriend, played by Riley Keough, who is nice, who treats the kids nice. She's had bad experience in her past where her father was the leader of a cult, which there was a Heaven's Gate type of mass suicide, and she was the only survivor. They get to the lodge. The father's going to do something. The three are left there, and then things take a turn for the worse. A slow build, but it has very nice shots like Hereditary. But Hereditary, same with Midsommar, those films were laughable to me. I didn't really find this film laughable. Like, I looked at the ending of Hereditary, I'm like, there's the Burger Teen crown. If you've seen Hereditary, you know what I mean. It's the Burger Teen. He's the Burger Teen fucking crown and shit. There's not much scenes in this that I found that way. It's beautifully shot, great cinematography. The beginning, establishing the shots of this cottage, and you realize it's a dollhouse. That's a semblance of the lodge. I said cottage, but it's a lodge. And at the end, it's a slow burn, but the simplicity, it doesn't try to, in my opinion, over busy itself, overcomplicate itself. You get little points of interest of the grief. And when you think about it, you go, okay, there's the seeds being planted for what's going to happen next. And it's more of a tragedy at the end. And how the hell do I review this without giving the stuff? When they're in the lodge, and it's the boy, the girl, and the dad's girlfriend, things start happening. Things disappear. Her pills disappear. Little shrines with candles appear. The heat and the water's not running properly. And she's wondering what the hell's going on. She'll wake up, the time has jumped from December to January. Now, I gotta go into spoilers, but I'll say it here. I think it's well directed, cinematography, good looking scopes and shots, and the actors did their jobs fine. The ending did not make me mad, just more tragic. I'll mention why when I get in spoilers. Then there's certain logistics I go, what? I'll give a little thing. The father has a safe for a gun. The combination to the safe is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why even have a safe? That's a little thing. There's another I'll get to. Or two. And I like that the Riley, the lead, is, she's not mean, she's not rude, she's not being, she's got this little dodge, she's trying to be nice and do the best she can, and I fell for the character. Now, at the end of spoilers, when I mean nice shots, I mentioned like the opening, really creepy corridors, the lights coming through, and you realize that's a dollhouse. This is spoilers. Alicia Silverstone. I'm like, okay, I haven't heard much about her in this movie. She ain't going to be in the film on. Oh shit. She shot herself in the head. That is more effective than Midsommar, where you had this overcomplicated fucking hose going through the goddamn house, suffocating everybody. I'm like, how the fuck did this MacGyver shit happen? It's so overcomplicated, it was silly to me. Same with the ending of Hereditary. They don't do that in this. And it's not the same director. And it's not, again, it's not A24. It's different company. Hammer Horror. So I like, see, being more simpler was more effective. I thought it was interesting that the Riley character, for a chunk of the film, you didn't see her face, so they were building up to it as if it was the kids kind of looking at her as a villain, even though she's not. Because then, for the last time, I will say spoilers, just to be sure people get it. The kids blame her for this. Because the dad said, I need to finalize this divorce. I'm with this girl. We're separated. That's why the mom was so sad and distraught. She shot herself. So the kids blame the new girl. She had nothing to do with it. It's not her fault. I mean, even the boy says it's all her fault. And the dad's like, what do you mean? It's not her fault. She's a psychopath. Why do you say she's a psychopath? She was, part of that cult. Now, one issue I have with the film, the dad is the worst. He's the worst father I have seen in a while. He's the worst boyfriend. He's the worst father. He is one of the dumbest motherfuckers I have seen in a while. Because how the fuck are you doing? Okay, I have my girlfriend who is the survivor of a fucking cult. Suicide cult. Religious cult. There's religious shit on there. And you go, I could take it down. She's like, no, that's okay. Dude, take it down anyway. Why did I go? I'll have to leave you guys here for a few days. You're in the middle of nowhere, in the snow, in the cold, where reception is barely shit, and your kid just mentioned it's all her fault. Dad, boyfriend, you are the worst. So his comeuppance I was fine with. He deserves to die for stupidity. Too fucking stupid to live. And the reason all this stuff is going on, which that could be a bone of contention for people who see the film, I thought it was interesting. Because it's making you think it's supernatural. It's not. Because, like, the stuff's moved around. Both her and the kid stuff are gone. There's no power. The clock's being fucked up. And then she starts losing in and out of reality. She'll wake up. Really beautiful looking shot. She's in the middle of the snow and the ice. Then she'll wake up. She's in bed. And then again, her pills were taken away. So she's in and out of consciousness. Steam in the mirror reveals repent. She's hearing voices of her dad and his preaching. The boy hangs himself. This is all part of gaslighting. If you don't know what the term gaslighting means, it's a form of psychological torture where these kids blame her so much for the death of their mom, they're making her lose it. And that I found interesting because I haven't seen that too much in these kind of movies. Because usually I buy this more than Hereditary and Midsommar's fucking plots. But I know it's a leap of faith and logic, like, would the kids go this far? But at the same time, there's that part of you that goes, how far does grief go and hostility? Although part of me is like, fuck them kids. Fuck these kids. That's why the ending I'm not mad about. For me, if film is subjective, then this is my subjective. The one true tragic person is the lead, Riley Keough, her. And that's why I view this as a sad tragedy. These two kids, these are the point where she's going to go get help. And the boy's like, weakly, don't go. You know she could freeze to death. You know shit could happen. You keep pushing it. They push too far. It's a really nice looking shots, like when the lady's outside and she thinks she found a house. And the construction of this house looks like a cross. Very cool looking set design. I guess best way to put it. And like they push her too far, and even her dog is dead outside. And the little girl cries, oh man, I still let your dog out. I didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry. And then the boy's like trying to say, no, hey, you know what? I'm sorry about this. Too fucking late. Too fucking late. Too sad. Too fucking bad. You pushed her over the limit. You pushed her over the cliff. She's now gone nutso. Total mental breakdown. And you reap what you sow. So she is now fucking Looney Tunes. Gone off the deep end. She's hidden herself. She's burning herself on these fire like logs. She believes what they want her to believe, that she's in purgatory and they're all dead and she won't snap out of it. And she scares the shit out of the kids as they deserve. And then the father comes home and she's still thinking we're all dead and shoots the guy. I'm like, good, he deserves to die for stupidity. And then the ending is there's the two kids, puts a duct tape with sin on each one. Camera looks on a gun with 2 bullets in it. Cuts. I'm like, good. Shoot them both in the fucking head. Oh, that's mean. I don't care. Fuck them kids. I understand you had grief about your mom. But gaslighting is a real thing. Of course, with the movie, this is not supposed to be documentary. But again, if the logic is too much, I can understand. I was fine with it. Like, how did these kids do this and do that? And these kids were stupid. What can I say? They had this stupid father. Stupid father creates stupid kids. So, to me, the kids were the villains. That's how I looked at it. And then the girl was the tragic victim. The fact there were 2 bullets, the way I could see it is that maybe she fucking shoots both of them and then there's nothing left. And well, there may be more bullets as a 6-shooter. They're not going to show all of it, but I like to think that maybe she shoots both of them and then she walks out. Then, you know, I don't know. The idea, I'm sure, is that she shoots both of them and shoots herself. So it did make me mad because the story was a bit interesting and gutsy, and I did not think it was silly or goofy or stupid, or as stupid as some of these other fucking films I've seen of late. And I did appreciate the atmosphere. I thought this had better creepy dread than It Comes at Night. More like It Stays Comatose, because it's a fucking boring ass movie. I wasn't bored with the film. I was curious to see where it was going. And I think having it isolated, having most of it take place in one location, helped. And there's nice little moments they put in. Like there's a moment where they're watching John Carpenter's The Thing. Thought that was a nice little touch. And like I said, I didn't mind the actors. Riley Keough, subtle, more soft-spoken, but I chalked it up to she's shy at the beginning, then she tries to get along with the kids, then she tries to stand up for herself, and then Sally is led on this road of mental breakdown because these 2 fucking kids gaslighted her. I think that's what gaslighting means, is a form of psychological torture, where you do these little things to make someone think they're crazy. Wait, where did my thing go? Where did my pills go? And the kids got their wish. Now they get to come up and it's their ass. It's their ass. It's your ass, Mr. Postman. So, The Lodge, like I said, I didn't mind it. When people talk about these A24 movies, and this is an A24, like this slow burn, this I didn't mind. This I didn't mind at all. It left enough nudges at the beginning with the kids being so stricken with grief and a little bit of the seeds of where this girl's mental frame of mind is at. But like I said, the father, being the dumbest motherfucker, yeah, it was a good decision, being in the middle of nowhere in the snow. You know what, if you don't have a first fucking time of Christmas, maybe you should have been at home, actual home, not a fucking lodge in the middle of nowhere. Mr. Dad, Mr. Dumbass, Mr. Dipshit, Mr. Dumbfuck. That's why when the girl shot him in the face, I'm like, good. Like I say, he's too fucking stupid to live. So yeah, The Lodge, I didn't mind. It's slow burn atmosphere. There's some beautiful looking shots, decent acting. And the ending at least was interesting because of the little seeds that it put in there. And I thought this ending was a bit more earned compared to other endings I've seen that just seems out of the blue. Or I keep going back to Hereditary. It was such a ridiculous looking fucking ending. Again, when I like Burger King. Fuck it. This was I thought was done better than The Witch and some of this other shit, in my opinion. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye bye.